Welcome, YouTube, to another series I hope you'll all enjoy, this time for Mount&Blade Warband and the mod Prophecy of Pendor. I think this mod is fantastic. It's quite atmospheric, it's got a lot of deep, rich lore, and fully fleshed out characters. Every character has unique dialogue, for the most part. There are new factions, new troops, even customizable troops as you get to a certain point in the game. And voice acting. For each of the characters in the game, there is a voice actor. The companions and lords, I mean. While not all of the voice acting is the best, I say that because I took part in early development of this game, this mod, and provided some really crappy voiceovers that I haven't had the time or energy to correct. So don't ask me which ones I did, they're pretty bad. But all that aside, this mod is great. And I thought you might enjoy, if you haven't heard of it, learning a little bit about it. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. And I think one of my favorite character archetypes is a thrower. I'm going to throw javelins at all the things. And then you do this character creation thing. It does give you some more flavor text. In the land of Barclay, far to the west and south of Pendor, blah blah blah. These choices determine what abilities you get as you start the game, what stats your character comes preset with. So, because I'm going to be throwing things, and I know this option here gives you points to power throw, we'll choose that. Left you to fend for yourself, more power throw. Tracker and Hunter, that gives you power draw. Self-employed merchant, that gives you trade. Bard, that gives you, I think, leadership and persuasion, so we'll take that. And I believe from these options, the lure of gold and the prospects of opportunity and the thrill of adventure. I think this gives you looting and possibly power throw, I don't know, we'll see. Now we're going to become an adventurer and set sail to the shores of Pendor. This option here lets you save or not save. It's basically an Iron Man mode, but the options here, when you read them, they don't make any sense. So this is the option that you choose if you want to save the game. And in the background, you might be able to hear that's Fawzia Dr. Isanjar. She was a woman who worked on the game with the developers, Saxon Dragon. Unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago, but her voice remains. Drop some points into athletics so we can move faster. Weapon master so our spears are chucked more accurately. And power strike so we're not hitting like a little girl. Rogeru is my name, and that's what we'll be going with. We need a lot more strength. All of our stats are pretty crappy to start out with. But we're done. And I don't think we look like somebody that's going to throw things at other people. There we go. He'll throw all the beer cans at the kids on his lawn. Wonderful. And Janos is in the Empire. I think you might know, if you follow my videos, how much I love the Empire. And yes, the Empire in Prophecy of Pendor is basically, well, it is themed after the Roman Empire. And our attacker is right here. I didn't give him in the face. Well, I don't know why I shot him with a crossbow. We're supposed to be throwing all the things. Here comes our merchant. Can't hit him. Oh well. Yes, I'm still alive. And you want me to save your sister. I'm sorry, but that sounds like a crappy deal. Actually, he gives you gold. You make a persuasive case. Let me have your gold. He gives me gold so I can hire him in to save his sister, or daughter, or whatever. Here we are. We start in Janos, in the Empire, the bold yellow. And you can see this is a brand new map made specifically for Prophecy of Pendor. In the north, we have Ravenstern, They're your typical... I guess they're not so typical. Northmen, they wear leather and furs, and they have the best archers, as far as I'm aware. Then we have the Fjordsvane. These are your Vikings. Sarleon, your stereotypical Knights of Honor. And Singal, your Desert Warriors, a steppe tribe. Naltar, this is where you buy all the spices and make all the money. Might be doing that later. Anyhow, our first order of business is to take a step in the tavern. Sometimes you might find an early companion that you can get for no money, or some cheap sellswords. Sellsword. Hey there.
Well met.
6 units that are fairly good for 400 dinars is not a bad deal. Here's a ransom broker. We don't have any prisoners to sell, so she's rather useless. So the first order of business, if we're just going to ignore that guy's sister, which we are, that quest leads us to a bandit encampment, and the end boss, basically, for that encampment is way too difficult for me to kill on my own, so we're going to wait a bit. These are renegade adventure troops. They're adventure level units for the most part, and they will tear us apart. An outlaw band, that's more what we're looking for. They're running from us. We have a few more than they do, but they're not going to run fast enough. Oh, ooh. They were reinforced by another outlaw band. Oh well, I think we can take him. I'm the player, of course we can take him. And just take a look at the artwork. I love this artwork. It's stained glass stuff, I think. Let's charge the enemy. Your units start as holding their positions, but we don't care about that. We don't want to do any fancy maneuvering. I'm just going to have them charge directly into our enemy. What am I doing with this? This crossbow. This crossbow's worthless. For we are a chucker, and we will chuck things at all the other things. And we missed. We're terrible at chucking things. There we go. Wow, that hit him in the head. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, Chucky. Chucky the Chucker. I don't know why I didn't name my character Chucky. That would have been so great. I was really taking a lot of these things to kill these peasants. There we go. Do I really not have a melee weapon? Now I do. It's too late. You guys took all my glory. I only killed like 6 guys with knives. Let's see. Got some armor upgrades here. Gonna take all their bread. They're dead. They don't need it anymore. Ah, I see. Our noble sword has too high of a strength requirement. We'll just take something off these guys. I'm gonna go with a one-handed club. That seems like the best bet. And no, I'm not picking up everything that they dropped. Most of that stuff is useless crap. But if we can only take the top 2 rows or so of items, then we'll come out with a better loot. Oh, crap. Sorry if I sound disjointed. We're being chased down. We're still being chased down by this renegade company. You start in a rather precarious position in Prophecy of Pendor if you have this level 1 character. The world is unforgiving. This is one of the harder mods out there to play because the world is so unforgiving. It used to be in earlier versions of Prophecy of Pendor that the snake cult, they populate the region and the empire over here on the coast. They were the most difficult to fight because they just mass cavalry. Cavalry is all they have. They have a few followers on foot, but they're not what you're worried about. If they only had these infantry followers, then fine, let me fight all the snake cult members, but they don't. They have these heavily armored cobra warriors, they call them, on unkillable mounts. They used to be even more unkillable, but now I just sound like a jaded old bee. Not that I long for those times. Well, I think we know what we're doing. We're going to kill these guys and then immediately charge for that other group we saw over there. Once again, F1, 3, or F1, F3, charge, 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 charge. Kill all the things. And this is pretty much how you start the game in Prophecy of Pendor. You charge down every single bandit group you find, run away from everything else. Which reminds me, we didn't put any points into not tracking. What was it we were supposed to put points into? Spotting and pathfinding. That's right. We're being hit in the butt. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to hit people in the butt? We are just mashing this guy in the brain pan and he's still not dead. There we go. Brain pan destroyed. Thank you. Give us all of your stuff. I really don't want to take their cheese or their tunics. But, well, actually that was a fantastic tunic. Anything with thick, strong, sturdy, etc. as the modifier will drastically increase the price of whatever you pick up, so always look for that. They'll be at the top. Oh no, our relation with the Outlaws has deteriorated from -19 to -23. They still don't like us. Will you ever like us? They'll probably like us less if we sell them to slavers after capturing them, but we don't have blunt weapons yet. We'll get those later. I want to be the worst slaver Pendor has ever seen. And chuck all the things at all the people that I'm not enslaving. Charge! Oh, you're so worthless. Why are you... Well, that's probably what I would do if I were in an army. Oh, there are people running in front of me? Time to just, run behind the other guys, right? That's what they're thinking. Hello, bandits. I heard you... are prone to getting shot in the face. Stop hitting my horse. Wow. Wow, ow. That's really painful. I don't think I have enough power throw to actually damage them unless I hit them in the face. That was really awful. There we go. Whew. I'm surprised it took me so many shots. That guy almost murdered me. I'm a frail old man. Can't take many of those. Once again, we're just gonna take their shirts and their bread. They have junk besides that. Except for the chip mace. That'll allow us to get slaves because it's a blunt weapon. 30 dinars, a good amount of loot. I'd say we hire some people from villages. Yes, 2 Empire recruits. And we're going to get destroyed. Please don't destroy us. Yes. Oh, thank you, Ethos. You have the crappiest tavern in the entire game. But, thank you, Ethos. You saved us from those renegade soldier, hero, whatever. Hero guys. A Knight of the Falcon. There are knighthood orders in the game that you can either hire, they're part of castles already. This is a Knight of the Falcon. They have women and men in their ranks. Ride heavy horses, they wear this armor. They're pretty nice. And you talk to them in the tavern, they tell you what they're all about. It's part of that lore I was telling you about. Clarissa of Pent. She's an adventurer. She just talks to you about what's going on in the land. Mercenary Highlanders. These guys are fantastic. You get a good number of these and you can just wipe through any infantry that stand in your way. Well, there are no cheap mercenaries in here. These guys cost like an arm and a leg. Look at that. Almost 3,000 ducats. Well, goodbye, crappy tavern. Let's sell our shirts. Shirts have been sold. Noble sword I would like to hold on to. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to it. What we want to look for here, and in all towns basically, are things that I can throw at people. I cannot throw bent throwing axes. That's unfortunate. Yeah, too bad. I can throw these Jareds, but even if I sold all of my clothes and my horse, I still wouldn't be able to buy the Jareds. I really want those. I think they look the best on your character, but that really doesn't count for much in a game about numbers. Which is essentially... Oh my god, I forgot.
Well, just look what the cat...
Well, it's time to get our little army here destroyed. I guess this is the perfect opportunity to explain to YouTube why this is such an unforgiving mod. Unless you know all the little tricks, this is going to happen to you every time you play. They're gonna outrun me and kill me. Okay. Unless I don't get shot in the brain pan in the next few moments. See, 0 damage to horse. Those things are heavily armored. 9 damage to horse. A little better. $85 damage. The battle was lost. Your forces were utterly crushed. Well, no kidding. Enemies take you prisoner. Death by snoo. Please let me go, maiden adventurers, who appear to be invisible. After painful days of being dragged about as a prisoner, you find a chance and escape from your captors. If we move just slightly, we'll see our captors are sitting right over there. Let's beeline it back to Janos and see what's left of our little troop here. Well, they left us alone. They took my shoes. And they took my bread. But we're going to be able to come back from this. Hire a few more soldiers. You know, run the gamut. But as the recording slows down for some inexplicable reason, I will end the series here. Or not the series, the episode here. If you like Prophecy of Pendor, if you like Mount&Blade Warband, and you'd like to see the series continue, please leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you think. I am not forgetting about the Byzantine playthrough. I think I will continue with that. But I'll see you next time.